a new day. That little hair is gonna get out of my face. Get out of my face. Out of my case. But yeah, so you saw the title. I'm going to Aldi to get some necessities, things I need and things like that. It ain't snowing, so that's good. That's always good when it's not snowing. But yeah, I'm gonna go to Aldi real quick and I'm gonna be back. Okay. All right, I'm sweating a little bit. You know, I be speed shopping, so I be sweating because I be trying to hurry up and get out of there. I gotta go by the Dollar Tree real quick to get some aluminum pans. I gotta hurry up because the people that's out here hustling and bustling, okay? People everywhere. Not to mention that it's Friday, so 2 hours, like usual. Give myself 2 hours, which I will finish in 2 hours. And then I'll be on my merry way. You feel me? You're feeling me. You feel me? But yeah, I'll be back. I'm gonna run in here real quick. And then we're gonna go home so I can prepare the nourishment. Like that. I like that. But yeah, I'll be back. Alright, so I got done or whatever. But I'm about to go get the steak, egg, and cheese. The steak, egg, and cheese bagel for my bae. Cause he been waiting to try it. And he don't ever be up. But he actually up right now, so I'm gonna go get him one. I don't think he know. I said something about it. And then I was like, I'm just gonna go get it. I can't tell where the siren coming from because I wanted to run into me. Okay. But yeah, basically all stuff. Gonna go home in a minute and start the process. It ain't gonna take that long, so that's why I'm not tripping. Cause I'm gonna get done. I get everything done in the right amount of time when I need to do it. So we're gonna get it done. As always. And I'm gonna show you what I did. My two regulars like to get the same thing that they got, like they get the same thing pretty much every week. So once again, making a chicken bacon pasta, but I'm gonna switch it up a little bit. And then a stir fry. I told them just to let me know what kind of, for the most part, I tell them just let me know what kind of meat they want, and then I can do the rest. That's all I need, whatever meat. And then I can, because I done made so many stir fries, like, that's all I need to know. I love doing stuff on the spot. It's gonna be delicious. Delicious. What up? So let's get into it. So first off, I'm starting with chopping up my bacon because I need that for the pasta. Now, normally I will cook it in the air fryer or, you know, put it in the oven. But this time I chose to just chop it up and put it in the skillet on the stove. Okay, just get a nice little char to it, a little brown to it, and do it on the stove. When it's done, just put it to the side. But I'm gonna show you how done mine was. Now the chicken, now I need this for both the stir fry and the pasta. So I just kind of chopped it up all at once, cause you know, I just chopped it up all at once. It helps me, you know. So then I'm gonna cook both chickens at the same time, but they will be seasoned differently. Okay, so the stir fry chicken gonna have some paprika, some garlic powder, some adobo, some black pepper, a little bit of onion powder, some rice vinegar. I have everything at the bottom: rice vinegar, sesame oil, soy sauce. Those are the only liquids I use though, but at the bottom I will have them. Now for the pasta chicken, I use garlic powder, some Sazón, some Caribbean jerk seasoning, some black pepper. But once again, too, I will have it at the bottom. So we not worrying too much about that. Okay, I don't want to do too much because I don't like my food to be salty, and I'm trying more and more to use things with lower sodium, or just using the stuff that has a lot of salt diligently. You know what I'm saying? It's all about health. Health is wealth. Okay, so I'm gonna chop up my green pepper and my yellow onion while everything is cooking. Okay, chopped it up like this. I thought I was gonna leave it sliced, but then I end up chopping it in half, like so. Okay, so I just chopped it up in half. Okay,
Now this, found this at Aldi. I wanted the Asiago. Really, I wasn't really looking specifically for anything. I just wanted to see what kind of chicken sausage, because most stores do sell chicken sausage. So I just kind of use what I can find. So most of the time I just try not to go. And since this was an experiment and he didn't, the person that requested this didn't really say what they wanted, I just kind of went with the flow. So I went with what I thought was going to taste good. You know what I'm saying? That's how I go about it. So that's how the chicken was looking. This is the bacon and the pasta chicken done. Everything just done. Everything's getting done. So now we're going to cook the chicken sausage. Okay. I like a nice char, a nice little crisp to my chicken sausage, Not too major. Okay. While that's doing that, put that on a little medium or something, not too high so you don't burn it. We're going to make a little roux. And, I don't know. I'm starting not to really like doing roux no more. That's why you don't really see me doing them too often. But we went with the flow on this. Okay. So let's get into the process. So I did a little butter, a little whole wheat flour, added a little bit of half and half. And a half a stick of cream cheese. And I let that thicken. Then I seasoned that with a little bit of adobo, a little bit of that jerk seasoning, a little bit of minced garlic, some garlic powder, some black pepper, and I gave it a mix. But basically all the seasonings I use are basically rotated with everything, because I don't want to conflict. I don't like to conflict too much. I like it all to have like different flavors, but you get what I'm saying. I don't want to do too much. I don't like to add too many seasonings, so I just kind of rotate or add something or take away something. You know what I'm saying? Something like that. So then the cheeses I used were pepper jack and mozzarella. And I ain't gonna lie, I added too much cheese right off the bat. I should have did half the cheese and let it thicken first, but I be, when I get to moving and just doing stuff, my mind, my mind just does what it does. You'll see what I'm talking about, because it's gonna kind of thicken up too much. Like you see right there in the middle, it's starting to thicken up. We don't want that. We don't want that. Watch. So now we're going to add liquid. Whenever your sauce starts to thicken up like this, because I usually use heavy cream. But since I was making a mac and cheese also, because I was making a separate mac and cheese for work for just another thing. But I used to use heavy cream for my pastas, but I did not. I just use half and half, which I prefer to use heavy cream. Personally, I prefer to use half and half for my mac and cheese. That's the only difference, but I forgot to get the heavy cream, so I just kind of did what I did. Now, as you can see, it's starting to thicken up, so keep adding liquid until you get to the consistency that you want, basically. That's what's going on right here. You're just going to keep adding until you get to that consistency, okay? I had to pull the whisk out for this. I don't even know why I thought a spoon was going to do it. When you're making sauce, use that whisk. It's going to even it out. It's going to even that thing out. You see? That's what I'm talking about right there. That's what I want. Nice consistency. Let that thicken up. I loosened it up and it done thickened up. Now we're going to add the pasta with a little taste of water up in that thing. With a taste of a little yeah, just add it up in there. Add it up in. You see that? That's that creaminess, dreaminess. That's what I call it when it comes to my sauces and my roux and stuff. Now, I'm going to basically add a little bit of seasoning just to get it to tasting how I want it to taste. Because like I say, I always taste my product. Even if I'm not going to have a plate of it, I'm going to make sure it tastes right before I'm letting somebody eat something. That don't even make sense, You got to taste what you're eating. Or you got to taste what you're giving out. Just taste it. Taste as you go. Make sure it tastes right. Because if it don't taste good to you, it ain't going to taste good to them. Okay? So now we're just adding everything in. So I'm adding the chicken in, adding the pasta in, just halfway. I'm not adding everything at once because I want to, I got to do the presentation thing and make it look pretty. So I just added a little bit just to get it inside of the pasta. So, with every bite, you get a little chunk of chicken, a little bit of bacon. And every time I make a chicken bacon pasta, I do make them differently. Like I always like to do something differently or use different cheeses because I like to mix things up. I especially like mixing up cheeses because I love cheese. And there's so many cheeses you can mix up and just do things with. And when it comes to pastas, sky's the limit, Sky is the limit. Use what you want. Now this is the process. We're about to get into the making it look pretty. Now you see all that creaminess? We need that. Because when they rewarm this up, I want it to still be creamy. That's why you want it to have this kind of consistency. You want it to still be creamy when they rewarm this. The leftovers are crucial. I don't know about you, but I love me some leftovers. And I don't like no dry pasta the next day. My pastas don't be dry the next day. You know what I'm saying? You ain't even got to do all that. You know, just warm it up. Boom, boom, boom. So now we're just adding the rest of what I made for it. So the rest of the bacon, the rest of the chicken. I forgot to add a little Parmesan cheese. I like to add a little bit of cheese, like just a little, you know, for the presentation process. I like to add a little bit on the top, but I forgot. That's the only thing I forgot. Because my mind was all over the place. But then I topped it with some red pepper flakes and some parsley. And that's it. This is it. This is one of my mini chicken bacon pastas. Alfredo pasta, whatever you want to call it. But it's pasta. It's a creamy, dreamy pasta. Creamy, dreamy, you know? You know, I know you want to bite. I know you do. I'm going to make you a fresh one. Don't worry about it. So then this is the smoked sausage. Then we're going to add everything in. I got a steamed bag of broccoli, carrots, and cauliflower. The stir-fried chicken. Basically, I'm adding everything in. Okay? I'm adding everything in. And this is not going to be something where I'm adding the rice in. This is actually going to be a stir-fry. So I made some stir-fry. I made some white rice. And I already have that on the side. Package, you know what I'm saying? Made that, put that on the side. So this is going to be in its own container. So at this point, I'm just adding more rice vinegar, more soy sauce, a little bit of sweet chili sauce. Just basically adding until I get to my liking, because I like to use authentic flavors and things when it comes to my dishes like this. And this was scrumdiddlyumptious, okay? If it came from me, just know it was. Just know. I'm just adding a little bit, just making it at this point, I'm just getting it to tasting how I want it to taste. You know, I'm doing what I got to do, as you should. And I added a little bit of brown sugar just to kind of balance the saltiness. You know what I'm saying? Because I love adding brown sugar when it comes to sauces and stir fries, because it definitely adds a nice balance. Because soy sauce alone is super salty. So at this point, just season, taste it, like do everything you got to do. Just make sure it's right. Do not leave that kitchen until it's right. But for real though. And this is it. Put this over some rice, and that's so delicious. I made a little yum yum sauce too. I did. Because you got to have a little sauce when it comes to stir fries. To me, either you can have some soy sauce or you can, you know, have a little saucy sauce. Okay. So this was the mac and cheese that I made, that I used the rest of the half and half for. We did like this little Christmas thing at work. So made a little mac and cheese, little cheddar mac and cheese. It was so good. So creamy. So dreamy. Okay.
Hey, so I finished. On my way to work and to deliver the product. Oh no, we ain't doing that. Let me say, Kalamazoo, Michigan area. These merge lanes, they don't know how to use merge lanes. All right, I gotta go.